Hey YouTube, how are you guys doing? Well, I'm here, and we are going to maybe do some exciting things this time. Maybe we'll get to the trade conference. I don't know, but we shall see. First, gotta check my guide. I did the Shin tour guide, so that's good. Oh, yeah, we need to go arrange the things in the rooms that we got. Looks alright, right? New decoration was added. Alright. Does this look alright? And the Eli's room. That's Theo's room. She's still taking care of business out in the Lamont state, right? Yeah, the Epstein Foundation have her and Yona working on one of their research labs. State law revisions have made it easier to expand the orbital network, so that's what they've been assisting with. Can't say I understand all the details, but it sounds like they're keeping busy. Just hope we can come back soon. This spot looks good. I got a stuffed plush here that Kia would probably love to bits. I think I'll go and give it to her. Wow, is this for me? Thank you so much, Lloyd. You're very welcome. Yep, this looks good. Make sure that we don't got any kitty to feed. Yeah. Looks like we fed the kitty. Alrighty. Alright, talk to those folks. So I think we can go and ride down to the medical college. It has been a while since I've been here. Lloyd? Oh. Hey there, Cecile. Sorry for stopping by so suddenly. Aw, it's no trouble at all, Lloyd. Hey, Randy, Noel. It's good to see you all again. How have you been? Well, thank you. Long time no see. Way too long, if you ask me. I'm flattered you remember me. I remember the last time we spoke was when the CGF came here during the cult incident. Ah, yes. It's not an easy night to forget. Yeah, the elder sister Lloyd never had heard oh so much about you. I don't believe we've met. You must be the other new addition to the SSS, apart from Noel. That's one of them. That's one of the many things I am, yes. A Wazi hemisphere. The pleasure is all mine. Nice to meet you. Suppose I owe you a proper introduction as well. My name is Cecile Nuez. I'm a nurse here at St. Ursula Hospital. I appreciate you getting along with my dearest little brother here. Cecile? Yeah, where you're coming from. You don't have to put it like that. It's not like we're related by blood. Anyway, Cecile has been looking out for me as long as I can remember. Oh, now, Lloyd, you don't need to be embarrassed about me in front of your friends. But he said that I was. Well, never mind that. Get back to the real matter then. We're two beautiful new co-workers. Guess it says just keep adding candidates, Lloyd. We decide which one of them you're going to date. The date? Cecile. The SSS has a serious police division, you know. Not a single club. Oh dear, my apologies. I mean to be so inconsiderate. What was I thinking, bringing this up when Tio isn't back yet? Why, that's just not fair to her. Lloyd, once Tio comes back home, make sure you take the time to decide who in the SSS is going to be your soulmate. Were you not listening at all? I told you it's not like that. Watching Cecile tease him like this makes me feel right at home somehow. Oh yeah, nothing like seeing Lloyd's kill me now groans soar way over her head. Not you guys too. Oh shush. I really have missed you these past couple months, you know. As it so happens, I'm about to start my break. Would you like to have some tea with me inside? Wouldn't mind that at all. What do you say, guys? Time for tea? Why not? This will be a good chance to catch up. I'm having tea, I'm having coffee. So it's still going to be a while before Tio rejoins you. Oh, is it? Yeah, she had a lot of work on her plate, last we heard. Not sure the Foundation's been keeping her plenty busy over at headquarters. Well, that's a shame. Hopefully they'll let up enough for her to come home soon. I can't wait to ask about all the things you experienced at Le Mans Day when she gets back. Huh. Yeah, same here. I'm willing to bet Tio's just as eager to see you again, too. Wow. What's with you two? It's just everyone always talks about how close you two are. Seeing it in person really cements the fact. The rest of us can't even get a word in edgewise. I'm practically green with envy. Her hair is always green. Get a load of that funny man over there. Doesn't even feel the least bit bad about it. Sorry, not all of us get to cozy up to a catch like Cecile since the day we could spell our own names. Not the way he clearly has, no. If he keeps talking so casually, I'm going to come back to haunt him in his other relationships. What are you guys talking about? Now that you mention it, I did end up taking quite a bit of your time catching up, didn't I? I'm sure you had a more important reason for coming here today. Yeah, that's right. Thing is, we're here regarding a support request from someone named Dr. Sayland. The new head of the neurology and pharmacology departments here, I think. Yes, that's right. The news of Dr. Gunther's transgression came to let the public learn about his threat. The hospital was in a state of chaos. In the wake of it all, the doctors did their best to provide care to the recovering victims. Even while they were off duty, things weren't easy. It's only been recently that St. Ursula has managed to regain the patient's trust. Damn. Didn't realize how hard these last few months have been on you guys. Pete, it's okay. We managed to work things out, one way or another. Now the scars for that incident are finally healing. St. Ursula Hospital is making an effort to move forward. To that end, Dr. Sayland was recruited into our staff from Ronafaria. Am I correct to assume they're related to the Sayland company? Famous for manufacturing medical equipment? Yes, that's right. She's a relative of the founder. I've never met her. A woman who exuded so much confidence. She really knows how to command a room. Oh, so they replaced that dirtbag with a lady. Now I'm really looking forward to meeting her. Don't mind him. That's her background, then I'm sure she's a great doctor. Especially if she's got your stamp of approval. I assume I'm assuming she's appropriately qualified, academically speaking. Yes, just like her predecessor, she specialized in the fields of pharmacology and neurology on Round Ferry. Dr. Sayland also recently had a successful operation on Michael, a boy with a serious illness who's been staying at the hospital. In fact, she's now at the early preparations for Shizuku's next scheduled summer. You say Shizuku? Wow, that's big. I'm glad she's in the hands of someone so capable. Do you happen to know where we can find Dr. Sayland right now? This time of day, she's usually holed up in her lab in the research ward. If you speak with Sarah in the reception desk, she'll phone her for you and let you into the building. Actually, since we're both headed in the same direction, why don't I escort you there? That would be great. Let's go. Yes, that's right. If you would, please. Thank you very much. Okay. I just confirmed everything with Dr. Sayland. She'll be waiting for you in her office, over in the research ward. Thank you, sir. Yeah, you were a big help. My break is almost over, so I think I should leave you all to your work now. I can't get there on our own. We can get there on our own. It was nice catching up with you. Thank you, Cecile. Not at all. I'm sure the SSS has plenty of tough days ahead of it, but I know all of you can handle it. I believe in you, Lloyd. Right, thanks, Cecile. Lloyd, you lucky son of a bitch. I believe in you, Lloyd. I can't believe she actually said that to you. I don't think she said it quite that enthusiastically. When you put it that way, it almost sounds like you wish she did. What a shame that you didn't even get one of her trademark tender embraces. Now that you mention it. What? Trademark? When was this exactly? Knock it off already, alright? You're on duty. Let's go find Dr. Sayland. Remember, the research floor is on the roof. The pharmacology lab is on the 4th floor. You changed that subject pretty fast. Must have really gotten under his skin. Isn't it the best? Now you know why I go out of my way to tease him so much. I heard that. Alrighty. Apparently, the hospital appealed for an investigation to clear their name after the cult incident. That's good to hear. I prefer visiting the hospital without worrying I may end up being a part of some ritual. I'm tired of waiting. When's it gonna be my turn? I can't help but notice how complicated medication labels have become these days. I understand that they're meant to put you more at ease, but I'm not so sure. Honestly, these ingredients are nothing but gibberish, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, if it isn't Randy, does he have Cecile's little brother in tow too? What's up, Lan? Been too long since we last met up. Good to see you again. Oh, you're right, it has been a while, hasn't it? I'd love to stay and catch up with you guys, but I'm in the middle of my shift. I'll have to save it for another time. Still, it was good seeing you again. Here's your grandpa's medicine, Amisa. Make sure you taste it, alright? I will. Thank you again, Mr. Lighton. Hate to say it, but St. Ursula's reputation in the medical community has taken a bit ever since that cult incident. Frustrating, but I understand why. After all, our own doctors manufactured a drug that threw the whole state into chaos. Thankfully, police investigation confirmed that the standard drugs he prescribed to patients were both legal and appropriate. However, even among our patients, we still sense their distrust toward the hospital as a whole. Better find Dr. Sayland on the pharmacology and neurology lab. I'll have to go to the roof to find the research ward. Her office is on the 4th floor. Okie dokie. I just set up that IV drip for her. Are you sure you remember how to do it this time, Nurse Cerrone? What if you pierce the wrong spot and I start spurting blood? Again. Ah, come on, that only happened once. Besides, it was an honest mistake. And don't you worry, everything will be hunky-dory this time. Probably. Probably. Doctors and nurses of this hospital are also kind. Almost makes me wish I could stay a patient forever. Welcome to the nurse's station. A very good morning to... Wait, is you Randy? Is that Cecile's little brother I see? What's up, Philia? How have you been? Good to see you again. Good to see you too. Been alright, but those two look like you're doing great. Oh, and Randy, I think I might have another opening in my schedule soon. No fooling? What do you say we get the gals together for another group date? Here we go again. Sure sound eager for someone who has no openings in his schedule. Need I remind you that we're here for work? Do you know that Dr. Salen is quite well known in Ramifaria? She has a doctorate in illustrious pedigree, and even ties with the princely family. Why, her references are simply impeccable. But personally, what I like most about her is that she's unflappable. One has to be, especially in our modern working world. Broke my leg in a traffic accident. This is the worst. I have important work to do back at my job. I hope I won't be forced to resign over this. There was a lot of fuss a little while ago about a scandal involving one of this hospital's former doctors. Doesn't worry me though. The rest of the staff here had nothing to do with it. And I know they were the best of the best. If only everyone could be as unflappable as you. Your post-operative progress has been going swimmingly, Michael. It's only a matter of time before you're discharged. Just give your parents in Le Mans a call and tell them the good news. Really? Would I lie? Dr. Salen did a wonderful job with your operation, of course. It was your courage that brought you this far. We're all very proud of you. Thank you, Doctor. Well done. Remember Mr. Gable? He was under long-term care before being discharged over the summer. Man was so selfish, not to mention a real pain in the neck for all of us. Still, I wonder how he's doing, whatever he is. We get to explore the linen closet. Whee! Now, 303. New Bucci in 303. We all know who's in 304. Oh. Who was in 304. I was wondering where you were, Cecile. What brings you to Shizuku's room? Oh, I thought I'd clean up around here while I had the chance. Shizuku was allowed to go into the city today, as I'm sure you know. Couldn't stop talking about all the fun she and Key were gonna have. Haha, those kids are like two peas in a pod now. I'd say I'm glad they get along. I have yet to meet a person who hasn't taken a shine to her. You're not wrong. If there's one thing that girl has, it's a knack for making friends. She can say that again. Also have her to thank for making Shizuku brighter and happier than ever before. Couldn't be more grateful for her. In fact, I may just follow in Shizuku's footsteps. Play with Kia on my next day off too. Feel free. I know she'd love to spend more time with you. I'll be looking forward to it. We'll go into the doctors and nurses' rooms. Well, the place was where they would stay if... And also... Darn it. Can't get to the back. Oh. I get this before. Get the magic soup. Flora can be strict, but her teaching methods really do work. She knows so much about everything we're studying. I'm happy to have her tutoring me. I've been entrusted with tutoring our new junior resident, Cod. I may eat into my own studying hours, but I think it will be alright. This is an opportunity for me to learn, too. If I am doing this, I'm not going to pull any punches with it. Oh yeah. Have the outside to do. I'll grab a few. Let's put some dumplings out there. Turtle! Let's get a row out there. A carp, maybe? A Piraruku. Hello, Randy. That's Cecile's little brother. Long time no see. This is the first thing in pages while I'm still stuck as Cecile's little brother. Yay, Ada. How about you and my favorite singer, Slickal's been doing? I'm doing well, but Philia and Lan are just the same as ever. Seeing as you say, looks like your team has a few new members. We should get together and do something funny. Next time you're free. I forgot to go into the medical office. I practically jumped for joy when I learned Dr. Salen was joining our facility. See the Salen company name every single day. It's my job. Every single day. It's my job to work with their equipment, after all. I think a relative of their president would take up a position here. If I'm lucky, I might pick up a few company secrets. Yeah. Should know Chief Ursuline is an excellent when it comes to medical devices. So you growing up in Lamont State gave her the opportunity to study the basics of wearable apparatuses at the Epstein Foundation. Me, I'm helping her research medical equipment. She's an honor working under someone so qualified and well learned. Damn that Lego! If he had any more hotter in him, he'd soar into the sky like a balloon. He's as bold as he is bald. Every time he opens his mouth, he reasserts himself as the most pretentious doctor in all of Zemira. I'll concede the research he has on lupinus grass is impressive. Relatively, anyway. Not gonna go into the operation room? Oh, I remember you. You're the officers from the SSS who helped me with my research. As it happens, I'm heading abroad for an academic conference tomorrow to present my thesis on lupinus grass. Just thinking about how I owe you another state of gratitude. Lupinus grapes. Oh, right. You had us retrieve them from Rosebell Cathedral for a sport request. Congratulations on your research. I would never come to this, far without the supplies you had secured for me. Allow me to thank you once again. My roommate, Flora, has been tutoring one of our newest medical interns. McCowd, I think his name was. Seeing him so bright-eyed and bushy-tailed reminds me when I was a newcomer around here. Not that I'm not still learning, of course. There's always more to study, so much more. I've been going on regular mode this whole time? Well, I've talked to everyone. Pardon us, this is a special sports section. Come in. It took you long enough. You've been approximately 2 minutes, 2 minutes later than I would have liked. But I won't let that sour the many good things I've heard about you. You're snickety, ain't she? And deny she's a real looker, though. Well, come on. No sense in yelling all the way across the room. Right. You're Dr. Saland, correct? I told you completed a constitutional analysis of no. Sorry to interrupt, but I have a favor to ask of you first. What did you want? I'll have to wait until after you've taken care of it. You mean as your support request? Is there a particular reason you can't give us the necessary results first? As it so happens, what I'm asking you to do pertains to those very results. It concerns a number of patients who are under the drug's influence. Oh, that makes sense. Fair enough, we'll be right on it. Do you mind giving us more details? I'd like for you to collect several help surveys from those aforementioned patients. After the incident with the cult, the hospital concentrated its efforts on caring for recovering victims of hypnosis. Of course, treatment that's been completed from the information returned the health survey the hospital gave them. I can understand now. If you don't have all the surveys, the analysis won't be as accurate. Correct. I want you to take care of this. To the suite. 2 days sweaty. In total, there are 3 patients who have to submit those surveys. First is Dino, boy from Crossbow City's downtown district. Next is Nikolai, a performer at Arkansas. Finally, one is CGO Strand, class from Belgrade. Go to them, explain the situation, and collect their surveys. Make sure they fill it out, if they haven't already. Got it. I think I remember all 3 of them. It's out by heading up to the city and talking to the guys from downtown in Arkansas. You can head over to Belgard. Class would probably be in the mess hall around this time. Sounds good to me. Let's get to it. I leave it in your hands. Once you retrieve the paperwork, return here and report to me. Once you do, I'll be sure to give you a notice analysis receipt. Alright. Now that I've talked to everybody. Oh yeah. Because I remember to put my watch on. Oh. Forgot to explore these things. Grab the chest. Yes, Genevieve heard a knock at her door. She'd been sitting upright at the edge of her bed, fully dressed in modest wear, from head to toe, with her veiled hat set next to her as she read a book. I'm Sharkman. Sharkman I be. Bird fresh up from the depths of the sea. Good fish here, but someone else is using this spot now. I'll just come back later. Alright. Alright. Okay. Items. Okay. Cool. Wing got to level 4. Cool. We're doing a lot. As you can see, we got a crap ton of wonder if there's a way to max out. Wonder if there's anything good for maxing out. Oh right, I forgot there was another chest. Very soon, Araboni and a member of the CPD walked into a bar. Shortly after, they are at each admitted to St. Ursula with mild concussions. Wah. I was once Tower Gazer's chest, but the new diet and mare had me renovated. Now I'm an upscale apartment for monster swarms. Be charged too. He breathed deeply, and let out a whine while running his raised hand through his hair. He knew what he had to do, and if he had to be a villain, he may as well be sympathetic. Jeroboam, a hand holding an orbital gun, peeks out from inside the chest. The Elder King sends his regards. Metrify. The Sumerian metric system has a few obscure measurements that don't get talked about often. For example, salt is measured in grams. Let's actually see. Make sure. Oh. Moon Temple. Ursula Road. Ah. Alright. We'll probably see those. Well, when we start seeing those. Yep, we already got all these. Make some monkey dance. My chance was make the monkey dance. That's why the monkey dances. Oh, wow. This is Crossbelly Airport. Don't have any reason to be here right now. Shipping company primarily handles packages from out of state. Common job for us is forwarding medical supplies from the municipality of Riviera to St. Ursula. It's a little silly, but I feel like I'm contributing to cutting edge medical treatments too by transporting this stuff. It's a big responsibility. We're running strict security checks. Anyone entering or leaving the airport for the duration of the trade conference. We got to stay on the ball this week. Make sure the conference passes by without incident. That big trade conference is tomorrow. Makes sense to be here in Cosmo, the trade capital of the continent. What happens here, it's going to have a huge economic impact on all the neighboring countries. I may be on vacation, but this kind of thing is worth keeping up with. Kind of cool that. Well, would you look at this street? All these lovely little buildings, all in a row. Yeah, I'm feeling giddier than I've ever been in my whole dang life. My husband seems to be enjoying himself, but I can't help feeling excited. I'll call Crossbell City the city of sin for no reason. Heard everybody dignitaries are coming to the West American Trade Conference. No way a trainee like me could miss that. See, the imperial government owns the private orbital train that it reserves for these exact occasions. Given who's coming, they just have to be using it to travel to Crossbell. I'm so excited I can hardly stand it. Now, it's time to go talk to Dino. Oh. Should I start? Should I try asking him? Being a witch, she surely should be able to find Ron. He thought. He began to run along the path towards Anna's house. Suddenly he heard a loud cry. And then? Can we get to the food? Alright. You brought some bread, didn't I? Just wipe it when she isn't looking. Looks like Reese is here to teach Sunday school. It's a famous fairy tale she's reading to them. It's kind of nice to watch. For real, Cookie? 40 degrees breaths here. Look at her. Like every day, I don't believe that bullshit. No way a bull just get his ass kicked like that. Your friend did that fight in the rain the other day? Yeah, that has to be it. Okay, you got some major balls snow in your face. Out here? Classy. Ah, so you want a piece of us now, isn't it? Fine, bring it, asshole. I'm gonna pummel that pretty fine. Why facing? Hey, back off, look now. Even if the little punk said was true. Yeah, trying to even the score would only make bold as mad. You need to be proud of us for that? Get freaking real. Dang it. Look, I don't know what you're here for. Isn't to pick a fight, then make like a tire and hit the road. You are looking to throw down, though? Ha, that changes things. That's never my intention. Sorry for bothering you. Gentlemen. Let's get out of here. Sure. Got any ideas? Yeah, this morning I saw sister. She's getting so much bread around. I think she'd rob a bakery. Got me thinking. Damn, she was smoking on. I'd love to take a bite out of her buns. You know what I'm saying? Okay, and how's that supposed to help? Put one ball in the betterment. Well, I thought we could get a hit on there as a cathedral. Oh, you won't. The big idea is to take him to church? Just get out of here already. What a bunch of little shits. I ain't to buying it one bit. There's no friggin' way in hell all these to watch it. If you aren't looking to throw down, make like a tree and leave. Don't expect to make it out of here in one piece if you keep testing our patience. That is Dino. This is us. What are you guys doing here? Wait a sec. Is that Wazzy back there? Get out of here, you bastard. Still not welcome in these parts, am I? Understand how you feel, you know. Just hear us out for a minute. Survey? Oh yeah, that. I remember them handing it to me. I was being treated there. And don't tell me you tossed it in the trash the second you got home. I mean, no, but I stopped feeling any after effects from Gnosis a while ago. I don't want to bother going all the way to the hospital again when I'm already better. You know, I don't think it's wise to self-diagnose yourself like that. Think of it this way, if you end up wrong and your symptoms return, the rest of the survivors will suffer for it. I guess you're right. Okay, fine, just give me a minute. It's around here somewhere. Well, let me go find it and fill it out. Phew. At least we won't be walking away empty-handed. Yeah, let's give him some time. Here, this is what you want, right? Yeah, that should do it. Thank you, Gino. Whatever. You don't gotta thank me about it. Take the lettuce head haired punk and get out of here. Alright, alright. Sorry for the trouble. In Trails to Reverie, I believe you can change Wazzy's hair to something funky. Like rainbow or something like that. New sister from the church stopped by. Kept telling me to come to class so I can hear her read some stale old book. I got out of it, but she left a copy of the damn thing behind us homework. She's gonna be a tough one to crack. See if there are any ones that have 0. Nope. Oh. Oh, hey, Red. I got back with your SSS spells? Yep, about time. See, his shop is just as shifty as it's ever been. Ha! I think a small-time business like us cares about how it looks out front. This ain't some frou-frou boutique. How about the back alley's newest neighbors? There it is, them. Hell, if I'm gonna be poking my nose around there anytime soon. As I shouldn't be surprised about Ashley already knows about my ties to the Red Cancellation. Or who tipped her off? Ashley has. Okay, we got Dinos. Now it's time to go to Conceal. That's the ladies' dressing room. Cut such a dashing figure in a costume, you'd think it was a sin. Sure to get a whole fucking fed. Look at this gallant. We'll see about that. Another lace thread on your shoulder, by the way. Yeah, where's Corellia? I must speak with Corellia! Yeah, sometimes you are. Preparations for tomorrow's evening show begin at 3 p.m. We have the rest of the day before then to ourselves. I was thinking about using my free time to check out the unveiling ceremony. Oh, hey there, SSS. Hey, Nikolai. Got a quick question for you. What explain? Oh, bad thing? Having so much fun rehearsing that I totally forgot to return. Yeah, just a minute. I'll go grab it for you. Is it, right? Yep, thanks. Your change in attitude tells me that a terrible drug no longer has a hold on you. Yeah, I never would have been able to get myself off that stuff without the proper treatment. Thinking back, it's hard to remember why I even resorted to it in the first place. I guess I was just that desperate to do something about my total lack of talent. In other words, slip right past your insecurities and into your heart. Shouldn't be too much to worry about, though, as long as you're aware of that now. Right. All I'm hooked on these days is striving to be the best RCL performer I can be. Can't wait to see how it plays out on the stage. Think we already talked to these guys? I'm likely overthinking. It's the way I usually do. All that matters right now is having a good rehearsal. My life belongs to the stage, so I'm always looking for new ways to take it to the next level. We need to pour our hearts and souls into the plays we create to show our wonderful guests the time of their lives. This is what the artists of Arkansas were born to do. Elias always been remarkable. She keeps it up. I'm confident tomorrow's performance will bring down the house. Yeah, I've already talked to all these people. Garage. Red cars. What? Guess my... I like the pop. Red car. Oh god. So this is Belgard Gate. That's right, the CGF unit station here is charged with guarding the border we share with the Empire. Remember, Wazzy? This is where the Guardian Forces Commander, Sonia Beals, operating for. Oh, her. Never met the woman myself, however, she's a cool beauty in her own right. I won't deny she's a looker, though a hell of a lot scarier than she is sexy. Previous commander was discharged due to the scandal surrounding the cult incident. Good riddance, too. Sonya was already more of a leader than him anyways. I was a lazy bum who pushed all his work onto his subordinates while he was whining and dining. Check it, as its corruption was the whole reason I got roped into CGF's rehab training in the first place. He was in collusion with Ravash and Harchman, and said no prescribed to the guardsmen here. While we're on the subject, Randy, how did the rehab training go? Pretty smooth. Boys and girls here should be back in fine form now. I'm surprised, though. The one who led it is a total hard ass when she wants to be. They were totally wrung out by the end. Oh yeah, all this talk about training reminds me. I heard Muriel's getting a promotion. Mariella? She's that warrant officer we met here. Yeah, it looks like she's finally going to get recognized for all her hard work. You say we take this chance to visit so I can tease her about it. You try congratulating her instead. But on that note, we should stop by and say hello to Commander Bales, too. The commander is probably in her office on the second floor. She may be busy preparing for the trade conference. Huh? Let's head up and find out then. Bales! Welcome to Belbar Gate. You'll need to be processed before you can cross the border to the Empire. Is that you, Randy? Yo, working hard or hardly working? Ha, you know me. By the way, I've been meaning to thank you for that rehab training. You got me back into tip-top shape. I couldn't be more grateful. Yeah, don't sweat it. I only participated because the new commander ordered me to. But if you want to go again, give me a call. We can make a fun weekend trip ever. I think I'll pass for now. Morale has been all-time high ever since Commander Beals was assigned to Belguard Gate. For support, our recovery from the drugs we took during that cold incident was a lot faster than I expected. Yeah, well, Sonya and her old commander are basically night and day. There aren't too many people who can keep up with her training now. It's a real gut check. You're right about that. Well, it means I gotta buckle down. Especially after Joachim Gunter took control of my body during that cold incident. Still gets under your skin, huh? Keep up the good work, Loggins. You're not in alone. Right. And keep singing. I hear Prince Olivert will be attending the trade conference as the Emperor's representative. I can only assume His Majesty's appointed him to assist the Blood Iron Chancellor. Loggins! Our old commander was in cahoots with Hartman and Joachim Gunter. He's even an accessory to the cult incident. As dismissal, Deputy Commander Bales was the obvious pick to replace him. CGF is finally being managed the way it should be. Now, something to celebrate for sure. I want to go into the basement. Once you pass through the gate, the Empire's Gorilla Fortress is just a stone's throw away. Be aware that the Imperial Customs check is quite strict if you are planning to go there. Yo, Gus, how's it hanging? What's that? What the? Randy? Yeah, training is over. What are you doing here? Allow me. Health survey? Alright, I totally forgot about that. Should have that right here in just a sec. It's this, right? Yeah, that's the one. Sorry guys, I had to come all the way out here just for a piece of paper. You know, I've been so over the moon lately that I've totally forgotten about what this noses miss. Over the moon? Yes. Stella and I have been getting real lovey-dovey and... Alright, Lloyd, let's roll. Our job here is done. Right. Cool call. Don't really have time to sit around for the entire saga. Hey, where are you going? Don't you want to hear about it? So sorry, we got business to take care of. No doubt in my mind that His Excellency will leave the trade conference having secured favorable terms for the Empire. Such is the way it should be. Scott and I are working separately today. I'm taking care of a monster that needs exterminating nearby. Once the trade conference starts, the guild is going to be extremely busy. So before that happens, we're trying to finish up as many of our requests as we can. Welcome to the belt. Oh, it's just you, Randy. What are you doing here? Thought rehab training was all finished up. It is. Just wanted to drop by and see your pretty face. Oh, sure. What makes you think I'd believe that? Besides, I'm not sure Klaus would take too kindly to you making him pass me. Randy, that guardsman over there is staring daggers at you. Point taken, I'll try to keep the mojo under control. I'm what they call a military enthusiast. Someone who knows and loves all things military. So as you can probably imagine, working here at Bellegarde Gate fires me up like nothing else. CGF isn't technically a military, if you want to get pedantic, but I still think it has its own. Oh. Let's get out of here. There is Guerrilla Fortress. We know it gets nucleated in a little bit. As we get to the start of the conference, the more responsibility we guardsmen have here to take on. We have a duty to protect our leaders and our dignitaries of every attending nation. Our border security needs to be flawless. Since Commander Beals arrived, all of us at Bellegarde Gate have been a lot more motivated to keep watch. Having someone who is capable of service as a superior officer really is a blessing. Good to see you again, SSS. Oh, and if it isn't that idiot... I mean, how have you been, Randy? You can't fool me, Muriel. I know how you really feel. You've been getting lonely ever since I went back to the SSS, haven't you? Don't you remember what you said when I walked out the door? Don't go, Randy. Stay with me forever. Shut your big stupid mouth, Randy. I said no such thing. Like 2 peas in a pod. You see you're doing well, Warrant Officer Muriel. You know which, Randy tells you you're in line to receive a promotion. Congratulations. That's right. Though to be honest, I don't feel like I deserve it. I was the one who led the assault on the IBC during the assault incident. That should have been a serious offense. Sure. But you were drugged and manipulated. Hardly liable for your actions, and I know. That's what my head tells me. My heart is having a harder time forgiving myself. Yeesh. You always gotta be so damn stubborn. Promotion is your reward for practically running this place. Alright. That old schlemiel of a commander was flaking out all the time, yeah? I'd tell you so. Sonya wouldn't have made the offer if she didn't think you'd earned it. That's surprisingly supportive advice coming from you, man. What are you talking about? Supportive is my middle name. I think I landed this job. You're right. I should accept my new rank with credit. Thank you, Randy. Oh, what was that? Nothing. Forget it. Sniper barrel. Mama warned me about people like you. You cozy up the chest, get it to open up, and then leave it all empty inside. Look at the size of that canyon. You'd die for sure if you fell in. What a rush. Ew. See you, Commander Bales. Same to you, Sergeant Major Seeker. I take it your assignment to the SSS is treating you well? It is. I'm learning a lot. Well, this is the famed commander of the CGF, Miss Sonya Bales, was it? You must be quite the capable woman to be able to keep an organization like the Guardian Force in line. That much is for certain. The SSS is in her debt for all the help she's given us. Have no siege, Commander. Lady, congratulations on your promotion. Thank you, Detective. Though now that you mention it, it has been a while since we last met. We haven't had much opportunity to speak. What with the upcoming trade conference? I can only imagine how busy you are. Indeed, I've been inspecting the area around the conference site nearly every day this month. Our goal is to expect the unexpected when the time comes. Can't blame me, especially with all those foreign dignitaries arriving tomorrow. Sorry, we barged in on you, Commander. Maybe this wasn't the best time to visit. On the contrary, you're just the people I wanted to see. I have something I need to tell you all. You do? The other day, a certain group stopped by Belgard Gate, introduced themselves as the Red Constellation, the most powerful Jaeger Corps in Western Jamuria. What? Came here directly? I know you have a history with the Red Constellation, Orlando. That's why I wanted to speak to you about this personally. They say why they were here? No, and according to the guardsmen on duty, didn't do anything especially suspicious. Before arriving, they relaxed in the mess hall for a while. And they met with a merchant entering from the Empire before leaving the gate altogether. An Imperial merchant, you say? Maybe it had something to do with Crimson Guild's business. Right. The shell company used to finance the Red Constellation. That is the most likely conclusion. I don't see why they'd be so blatant as to operate in the open. CGF exists to protect Hoshmo, yet they waltz right past our best and brightest without a second thought. Can't prove that they've done anything criminal within state boundaries yet. May not be trying to act covertly, but there is no direct evidence linking them to the incident at the old mine either. If they weren't a bunch of show-offs, they'd be running a fancy globe. Thanks for the intel, Shannon. No need to thank you. I think it's safe to say that the Red Constellation will require some special attention in our security planning for the trade conference. Sure to inform the CGF as well, should you happen to learn anything more. Roger that, we'll keep our ears on. I feel that Bales deserves a, looking to make it home. Super. Well, you can grab a recipe here, if you haven't already. Bales. Since I haven't been out this way. A couple chests that I need to grab. This one's gonna be easy. Yep. This is... See what's... pretty good. Cool action. Saturn Bell. What do you call a crocodile wearing a waistcoat? An investigator. Whoa! Let's see where I am right now. I gotta be on the east Crossville Highway. The Burger Bug. No, it wouldn't be on the east, it'd be the west. West Crossville Highway. Yep, we got 100% of this. I heard that Arkansas's new shadow puppet performance will make 1 to 2 billion more. But I guess those are only projected figures. Oh. Guess we weren't allowed to go and grab this guy. The chest contains a flyer for an underground hotel. No matter the hour, get a good night's rest with us. Your friends, Sector. Well, now that I've gotten all the chests. I can take the bus back. Yep, we've already been to Tangram. Got all the chests. I knew Deputy Commander Douglas is pretty sociable guy. As far as he's a shining example of what every guardsman aspires to be. When it comes to work, he can get pretty strict, demonically strict. Good to see you, Sergeant Major Seeker. Hello, Damon? Something wrong? Well, no, not wrong per se. Just seeing you out of uniform caught me off guard a bit. Oh, that's right. I've never worn this outfit at Tango Brigade before. Sorry about that. I guess it was kind of inconsiderate of me to show up here in my plain clothes. Oh, no, don't apologize. I was just thinking you look really nice. Hold up. Don't tell me Noah's new little number has got our honorable guardsman all hot and bothered. Excuse me? No, of course not. I apologize, Sergeant Major. That was Adeline. Jeez, Randy. bad enough when you tease me in the city. You have to do it in Tangram too? Tangram. Let's see now. Where is the bus to Crossbell? Jeez, transfers are so bothersome. Driving all the way to Tangram Hill? It's me dog tired. Perhaps I'll see what kind of grub there we've got at the mess hall. Situation normal. Security arrangements have the trade conference were 100% foolproof. We'll see about that. East of here is Tangram Hill. It acts as a buffer zone between Crossbell and Calvert. The area sees a regular stream of orbital callers and buses traveling to and fro. Little wonder these kinds of vehicles are even more popular in Calvert than they are in Crossbell. Munch. That's the stuff. I got training exercise later, so I have to make sure I get a good meal in. I run a general store, so I came to Crossbell to stock up on some wares. City is the crossrails of Sumeria, so the selection is second to none. I can hardly wait to see what I'll find. New deputy commanders fight quite a fascinating. Commander Beals are both dependable, so it's but where the latter's cool is collected. He's much more fiery about taking the reins. Either way, it's good to know the CGF still has capable fellows like him at their sleeves. A magazine entitled March On, Wild Soldier, is it? Almost time for Arkansas's next big show. Tickets have been already begun to sell out everywhere you look. Suppose I'll just have to make peace with not being able to go again. Hey, boo-boo. Okay, let us. Commander Douglas was once relegated to the CGF to the police academy, where he stayed for a long time. That was Commander Beals who requested that he be reinstated into the Guardian Force. I think she made a wonderful decision. We're all glad to have the deputy commander back. There you are! Oh. Reporting for duty, Deputy Commander. As you were, Sergeant Major Seeger. How's your transfer to the SSS treating you? Learning more and more each day, sir. Haha, good to hear it. I'm confident your experience with them will prove most useful to you in the future. Keep at it. No. Would he happen to be? Ah, where are my manners? I haven't given you a proper introduction yet. I, Douglas, am the recently appointed Deputy Commander of the Crossbell Guardian Force. I've heard all about your group from Commander Beals. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pleased to meet you too, sir. He certainly looks the part. Seems like you've been holding up pretty well, Duggo. Same to you, Randy. Thank you for your help retraining the guardsmen at Belgard Gate. Oh, Lord, it's good to see you again. You made quite the name for yourself solving that code incident. It's good to see you, too. I was pretty surprised to hear my old instructor had become the new deputy commander. The memories of being put through the ringer by Douglas the Demon came rushing back. Hey now, those days are behind me. No sense in bringing out my old nickname. I'm a grown man. It's embarrassing. Must have been notoriously strict. Stricter at the police academy. Have it earned that moniker. At any rate, let's leave the past in the past. I summoned you here today for business, not to catch up. That's right, something about training exercise, right? Precisely. The goal of this exercise is for us. See if you have to beat some combat sets and use the SSS. We'll see if you have what it takes to survive through my special program. Wait, the training isn't for guardsmen, but for us? Guardsmen will gain valuable experience too, naturally. I have already hashed it out with the CPD's top back. Right. On paper, this is official joint training exercise. So what you telling me? We got dragged out here for a combat drill, not a support request? Haha, work is work, wouldn't you say? My men are ready to begin at any time. The only thing we're waiting on is you. Maybe wise for us to use this chance to prepare beforehand. I'd recommend double checking our Enigma 2s. Or we're going to begin immediately. You got this. We're good to go. Excellent. I'm Sergeant Major Seeker. I don't want to see you holding back against your fellow guardsmen. Understood? Phasing off with the old comrades might teach you a thing or two. Sir, yes, sir. Let's start at once then. You'll be in the parking lot outside special sports section. Now, let's begin the Douglas Method training program. Are both sides ready? We guardsmen are prepared, sir. And goes for the special sports section. Very good. Rules are as follows. In the upcoming fight, the SSS is prohibited from utilizing arts of any kind. Wait a moment. Wait, we're not allowed to use arts? Doesn't that put us at a major disadvantage? So this is the Douglas Method I've heard so much about. Indeed. Exercise is meant to test your prowess at fighting under adverse conditions. By ripping you out of your comfort zones, I have to teach you to adapt to the unexpected. I don't understand why they call us man and demon. It should spice things up at least. Suppose we don't have any choice but to comply. More comments, I take it? In that case, everyone to your positions. Yes, sir! Our opponents are trade guardsmen, and to make things matters worse, we can't use any arts. Stay sharp, SSS. We'll find a way to overcome this hurdle. Understood. Begin! Man, we dominated that. Of course, it doesn't help that we're... Enough! God, not bad. Even without arts, you guys are pretty strong. We managed to survive that one. There have been instances in the past where I ran out of EP in the middle of a battle. Not being able to use arts from the start is a true challenge. I wonder if this is how the Liberlians felt in the herbal shutdown for that. Managed to clear stage 1 of our Douglas Method. Moving on to stage 2, we now have to fight without the use of crafts. There's more? I can't even use crafts? Oh, I'm sure this story SSS can figure out some way to manage. That's another opportunity to gain valuable experience. Now, buck up and take a crack at it. Taking things a little far, Dick. Alright, guardsmen. Up and at 'em. Both squads, prepare for combat. Yes, sir. These crafts is going to be rough. You can use arts to our advantage this time. Combine them with regular attacks and pull through. Good thinking. Begin. Enough! Are they for real? How are they this strong? Phew, that was just as tough as I imagined it. You're right, it made me appreciate just how important crafts are when it comes to combat. Important parts is that I got through it in one piece. So how's that, Hardos? Impressive, actually. Seems you become quite the fighter, Orlando. That being the case, you should have no problems moving on to stage 3 of the Douglas. On your feet, guardman. Assume final training positions. Sorry, yes, sir. Doesn't mean. We're about to find out how you earned that nickname. Douglas the Demon, if he really is the CGF's strongest guardsman, we're in for a heck of a fight. Careful, everyone. Can't let our guards down for an even instant. Ha. You've really grown into your leadership role, haven't you, Lloyd? That's what I like to see. Now let us conclude our training program. One last cumulative assessment. Use everything at your disposal to bring me to my knees. If you can, that is. Speaking my language. Here we go. Okay. We did it. It's impossible. Even the deputy commander couldn't beat them. Good effort. Well, he looks like he barely made a dent in him. If that was ever, Duggar. I'll be feeling it tomorrow, don't you worry. On the other hand, I've truly had in the battle is my stamina. How modest of you. Too modest, Deputy Commander. I'd tip my hat if I had one. Regardless, this officially concludes our training program. Back to your post, Guardsman. Yes, sir. Good work, SSS. You've done well. But let's not loiter around here. Continue our conversation back at my office. Right. Thank you again for agreeing to our training exercise. I think the Guardsmen gained a lot of valuable experience today. It's a pleasure, Deputy Commander. The SSS learned a lot too. Damn though, Dogo. Sure haven't softened off with age. Took me back to the beatdown he gave me during our first training session. I can tell you've been making strides since then, Orlando. You've even mastered the stun halberd tracks I taught you. There I have. I have been incorporated into the Randy School of Hard Knocks, complete with every extra style and flair. So the Deputy Commander was the one who taught you how to use a stun halberd. I was the quite a lot. Okay? Well, Orlando, he has refused to wield the rifle. I decided to focus on his training elsewhere. Paid off, he was able to make a name for himself as a Belguard and just a stun halberd. Former commander didn't take too kindly to that, though. Matter of fact, he despised you for it. Yeah, you know how it is. Rules and I never have mixed well. Luckily, the SSS is way more my speed. So the transfer worked out. And we have a deputy commander here to thank for that, for better or worse. Sounds like this shipping you off to the police academy was a real fatal case of mismanagement. The only reason it happened was because our former commander was in charge, up until his dismissal after the Coates incident. The fact that the guardsmen had so much trust and respect for their deputy commander, Douglas probably didn't help much. There's no need to talk me up. I'm inclined to agree that he saw me as an eyesore. After I was moved to the police academy, I focused on nurturing talented young people. We're good from our current organization, our corrupt organization. In retrospect, maybe it all turned out to the best. Though they make an impact on future guardsmen and police officers before they could be tainted by the system. It's fair, but I still think you were way too strict back then. Even made Franz cry a few times. I nearly forgot about that. Would you say it was worth it in the end, though? Anyway, lots happened since those days, and one way or another, I'm back with the CGF. That makes us colleagues working together to protect the future of Crossbell City. Indeed it does. We'll have to make sure we pull our weight. SSS still has much to learn. Your patience is much appreciated. There's no need to be modest. All of you are more than capable enough. You've been doing a stellar job of making old Sergei's crazy idea pay off, I'd say. Oh, Sergei. You met our chief? Met him. Did more than that. I owe a lot to him and Sonia for everything they've done for me in the past. Least I could do to help set them up before they got married. But married? Commander Vales and Chief Sergei? Well, this is a twist. Whoa, hold on. Can't just drop a bombshell like that out of nowhere. Did I never tell you? Again, it has been about 5 years since the divorce. It was a busy time. Sergei was promoted around the same time Sonia moved up. Now I'm starting to get it. They hit the kind of rough path only two married professionals can have. Commander Beals, well, I had no idea. They get sort of a weird vibe whenever they're around to each other. Guess that solves that mystery. Should all get it together? Seriously, have some respect. I can't blame them for being curious. Maybe I shouldn't have let them one slip. Just so we're clear, you didn't hear any of this from me. Better yet, you never heard any of it all. Ahem. In any case, thank you for your participation today. I'll put in another request if I think of any more ways we can collaborate. Sure, we'll be looking forward to it. Biles! Oh. Yeah, I talked to her. Oh! Here's another chest. Jumping gears. Holy crap! Is that a motherfucking Gargev reference? Or Gagos? Ah. Agarth was the sort of like the secondary original Legend of Heroes, but it wasn't like any trails type of thing. That car. Go to the medical college. You're back. 5 minutes later than I would have preferred, but I suppose you didn't flunk completely. Give us a break, Jack. Thanks anyway, we finished collecting the health service. Here you are. Is there some sort of problem? No, just the opposite, in fact. According to these results, no patient is displaying any symptoms of after effects. That would mean our treatment of the Gnosis victims has been officially concluded. Well done. That's great. What a relief. I got it done with the Cross State Marathon. It was nice to help a good cause at least. I can give you the Gnosis analysis results right away if you'd like. Do you have time to spare? Of course, whenever you're ready. To try and summarize what I learned from the Gnosis analysis, first and foremost, I discovered that Gnosis can effectively disable what are known as brain limiters. Brain limiters? Never heard of them. Then perhaps you know that the average person perhaps forms less than half of their physiological capacity. The brain places subconscious limiters on the body's faculties to decrease the risk of physical strain. However, should those limiters be released through artificial means, it would in theory be possible for a human to operate at their fullest individual potential. In other words, Gnosis isn't designed to enhance physical strain. Rather, the drug forcibly draws out a person's latent abilities. Precisely. Naturally, removing those limiters makes a considerable toll on the body. How much we know. All the guardsmen who were under it were incapacitated after the fact. Some of them were in such a rough state that they wound up bedridden. The little rehab training we went through got them back to fighting shape, from what I could tell. Yes, thankfully enough. Back to the Gnosis effects. There's also a man who used the drug to heighten his luck and senses, racking up win after win at the casino. Also had an adverse effect on his personality and speech. He's like an entirely different person. Those symptoms are a result of the Gnosis releasing those brain limiters. It is possible. The drug is confirmed to rapidly augment all 5 of a person's sensory systems. It's only logical that it would affect one's emotional state, as well as heighten feelings of anxiety and paranoia. That would explain why a subject under its influence becomes so agitated. Makes sense. Yeah, it's a pretty reasonable explanation for me. However, it's the extent of what can glean about the drug on a biochemical level. Pardon? When evaluating a number of the drug's effects, the only word that comes to mind is unscientific. Take, for example, the ability to sway fortune itself, one's favor, as you just mentioned. Though it's far from the most inscrutable phenomenon that you've witnessed, I refer to, of course, to the demonization process. That's true. Like explaining that. It's taking red Gnosis to cause demonization. That means its components were different from the blue variant? Well, about that. I found that the compositions of red and blue Gnosis were actually identical. Again, that's biochemically speaking. Really? Yes, the divergent killer comes from the refining process. Beyond that, however, their chemical makeups are one and the same, and their molecular structures nearly so. Yet it was reported that only the red Gnosis variant was capable of causing the inexplicable metamorphosis. The only sensible conclusion one could derive is just that demonization is more than a collective hallucination induced by panic. Yeah, I don't think so, Doc. Demonization is real. My witness is for myself. I arrested Ernest Rice. I understand that, hence why I said that this was the extent of what we could learn from the analysis. The only purpose of this approach was to unravel what we could about Gnosis, though the lens of biological to chemistry. I see. That's surprisingly open-minded stance for someone who works in modern medicine. Not at all. Modern medicine isn't a panacea, particularly when it comes to matters of the mind and soul. Gnosis likely possesses a hidden property that makes those two factors resonate with the body. Certain that not even Joachim fully understood Gnosis' true capabilities. Using ritual secrets handed down within the cult, he developed it through pure trial and error, succeeding only in in its mass production. It's true, which was confirmed from the man himself. I remember, he said he perfected the drug through the data yielded by the cult's rituals. As I thought. He was confident and enthusiastic, yes. He liked the makings of a true genius. And in the end, it led him down a dark path. Hold on a second. Saying that you knew the guy personally? Yes, he and I were colleagues at medical college back in Rana Fay. I hadn't seen him since graduation. We did occasionally exchange letters about our respective research results. I think he would misuse his findings in the name of such an abhorrent cause. At the cost of his own body and soul at that. Dr. Salem. Condolences. No, I should apologize. My sentiments aren't what you came here for. In any event, this is as much as I can tell you about the drug. Different methodology will be necessary for you to learn any more about Gnosis. Simply my intuition speaking. I believe its primary Pleroma grass may hold the key to any further revelations. Pleroma grass? It's mentioned by name in the cult's data app terminals. Yeah, but that was about all we got. No one figured out what kind of plant it is or where it's supposed to grow. I'm well aware. I even turned to some of the continent's best botanists, and they finally could tell me nothing about it. Grass may be a rare species that is cultivated and speak it, or perhaps something else entirely. Regardless, given the dare, maybe that the plant has supernatural properties as well. Supernatural? Haha! A dash of paranormal phenomena never fails to liven things up. Thank you for the information, Dr. Salem. I think we are one step closer to finding out the truth behind that drug now. Is that right? Well, I'm happy to. Marks the end of my role in the investigation of Gnosis. You're welcome to visit me again if you learn anything new. At the very least, I can offer you my professional opinion on whatever you come across. Like every question he answered, the drug just dug up a handful more of them. One step forward and 2 steps back. Yeah, we aren't making any leaves to go off. Oh, you're joking, Miss Gannon. We have to rely on further analyzing the cult's data to get the information we want. Just another side project to add to our agenda, I suppose. Yeah, let's try and keep it in mind. Either way, we've done everything we were asking as far as this request goes. Well, we check in with Cecile one last time before we leave. You know I'm down. Hello again, everyone. Are you on your way back from finishing Dr. Salem's request? Yeah, that's right. How about you, Cecile? Taking another break? You could say that. I'm in the graveyard shift tonight, so I'm getting some things in order before heading back to the main building. I was thinking about grabbing some of my favorite black tea to keep me awake. I have a long night ahead of you. Good that you're doing good work, Cecile, but don't forget to take care of yourself, too, okay? I know. Give it some credit, look. I'm tougher than I look. A little bit of guys' tenacity rubbed up on me after all our years together. You mentioned it, I couldn't help but notice the photo you were looking at. Is that a picture of the man himself? It is. Would you like to take a closer look? Yeah, remember this one? It was taken 3 years ago, right outside the CPD. And on the right is my older brother, Guy Banks. So this is him. He looks like he's the kind of guy who's unafraid to wear his heart on his sleeve. Not like another Detective Bangs I know. Damn, Cecile is just as much of a bombshell then as she is today. What would have given her to have a gorgeous woman like her doting on me growing up? Have some self-respect, Randy. You and Guy together like this, the two of you seemed like the perfect couple. Why, thank you. I don't think I could have asked for a better compliment. Let's not overlook that the cute third wheel of the little brother in the middle. I don't think your baby face has changed a bit. Already, I can see the budding signs of the hot stealer you're destined to become. The pure maidens of this world just weren't ready for you. Excuse me? He's not wrong. He had his charm since back then. He really is a force to be reckoned with. I'm being misrepresented here. Hee. Still, a lot has changed in the few years since this photo was taken. So much. But even as the world moves on, I feel just as stuck in the past as the day a guy passed away. So see ya. Listen, it may take a while longer, but I want you to keep waiting. I haven't forgotten, and I've never given up. I swear one day I'm going to find the truth behind my brother's death. You won't be alone. The SSS is Guy's legacy. That means we're in this together. Thank you, everyone. Don't feel as though you have to accomplish the impossible. As long as you're able to carry on your lives in peace, that's all I really need. So, if I ever see you brought in here on a stretcher, I'll have Dr. Salen whip up the worst medicine you've ever tasted. Well, she's the one making it. I'm sure it'll work, at the very least. If she wanted to, she could probably concoct the bitterest thing imaginable, without sacrificing any positive effects. Point taken, we'll be careful. Maybe if I knew the truth behind this, I could finally move on. Don't feel as though you have to accomplish the impossible as long as you're able to carry on your lives in peace. That's all I can really ask for. There's one more thing that I want to check out. Up on the 3rd floor. Oh, Shizuku isn't back yet. Oh. Could be a call from another division. Lord Bangs of the Special Sports Section speaking. Guess who? I know you haven't forgotten the sound of my voice, detective. Of course not, Mikhail. To what do I owe you the pleasure? Oh, I know it only took me one try. That intuition of yours is sharper than ever. Or perhaps you're just longing to hear my sultry tones. Not exactly. You're the top name on my list of suspects. The only one, in fact. And about Kia, she's still over there at the guild branch, right? Oh yeah, about that. She and Suzuki went to the harbor district to play. The police pooch of yours, Zeit, was it? He was with him, so I figured it was fine and dandy. Oh yeah, if Zeit's looking over the girls, I don't think we have anything to worry about. Good to know, good to know. A lot about that little pup, you know? Well, little isn't the one. After seeing it in person. Do you think he's really one of those divine wolves of cross-billing? Ha. Not sure about that. Zeit is special, but I don't think he's a living legend or anything. Hey, do you just want to touch base with me about Kia? No, actually, there was something else I wanted to do. Or, well, Arios did. Anyway, I was looking to exchange a little bit of information with the SSS. Should be back at the branch later this evening. Think you can swing by? Not? Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Does that have to do with the trade conference? That too. But he also wants to talk with you about Hayway, the Red Constellation. Got it. Head over as soon as we're done with the request for the day. Sure thing. We'll be waiting. That's Mikhail from the Razor Ranch. Something up? Sort of. The Brazers want to exchange intel with us. Well, this is about what Hayway and the Red Constellation do, huh? Because if anyone would know about what's going on out of state, it'd be Arios. It's a tempting offer, if you ask me. So, should we head back to the city? Actually, Arios isn't going to be back at their branch until they see me. We can continue taking care of our business until then. Still haven't gathered much information about the Red Constellation. Why don't we take the car and check on things around the state? Sounds like a good idea. We can head to the guild in East Street once we're done. Oh, wow. I like the pop better. See if we got any more parts. Oh. Got stuff flush here that kid would probably love to bits. I think I'll go and give it to her. Wow, is this for me? Thank you so much, Lloyd. You're very welcome. Yep, this looks good. Check on the kitty. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alright, so you can give it a whirl. Okay. Give me your paws, How's that so smart? Yeah, his paws are really soft too. I know, right? Look at those toe bones. Toe beans. You're a smart one, aren't you, Zeiss? Woof. Grr. We'll visit me as a trade company. The streets are sore with all those police officers slowing them up. Oh, darn it. Alicia told me to quit my complaining. I better knock it off before she gets back. There's just one more day until the trade conference finally begins. The entire Lays City wide. City personnel like myself are going to be at the top of our game. Rosie is going to be hosting President Rocksmith of Calvert tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a busy day for all of us in the security department. Not tell anyone, but my anxiety is spiking already. Back when we could make a lot of money from. A moment, please. Click. Click into the details of your contract right now. Alright, I'll leave you to it. Excuse me, you'll need an authorization to run these. If you have business upstairs, head over to the reception desk and check in there first. Due to the upcoming trade conference, I've noticed stock prices rising over the past 7 days. It's not a buyer's market right now. Fortunately for me, while it can't afford the options I was interested in. Alrighty, well. Now it's time to save. Okay. Anyway, I will bid you guys adieu. I'll be starting in the same place I was last time, but anyway, see you later.